They say birding is a hunt without blood, and I'm on the hunt for this, a great horned owl. I got it in Northern California along with these American avocets. I shot this video with the help of some seriously expensive photography equipment, but apps running on ordinary phones are really helping to bring birding into the digital age. All right, so let's look up the white pintail, see if this looks like the female. It's got the right shaped beak, right colors. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, there are 47 million birders, that's short for bird watchers, in the United States. I'm one of them. I'm not nearly as hardcore as some, but I've been birding since I was a kid. The biggest change has been an explosion of new apps in the past few years. One app I like, Merlin, asks a few simple questions to help you ID your bird. It's very easy. It's like a 5-step process. You start bird ID, and it says, okay, where are you? What time you saw the bird? How big the bird was. We'll say it was crow-sized here. What were its colors? Well, that cormorant was pretty black, so we'll go with black. Where was it? It was in the trees. And then it'll generate a list of possible birds. And there it is. So there's the double-crested cormorant. And if you want to test it, you can play the calls. It's really handy. Oh. Cool. Playing audio of bird calls is something no bird book can do. That's a huge help for identifying birds you often can't see hiding in the bushes.
So here's the belted kingfisher, and let's see.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what we heard when it was flying. It's easier to download an app than to buy a bird book and remember to bring it with you.
I have bird books, but I fairly quickly started using apps, and I found one in particular, the Audubon Birds app, that I really like.
I don't carry a book anymore.
No?
Thanks to the apps.
Which apps do you use?
I have the Sibley and the National Geographic.
In the U.S., serious birders flock every year to Ohio for what's called the biggest week in American birding. I went this year. I came here for one reason, a little bird called the warbler. Each year in May, thousands of these birds fly north on their migratory route to Canada, but they stop right here at McGee Marsh because they're freaked out about the idea of crossing over Lake Erie, which is about 100 yards behind me. I only got a handful of decent warbler photos, but I did run into Noah Stricker. He's a professional birder who set a record in 2015.
So I ended up going to 41 different countries for 365 straight days and saw more than 6,000 species of birds.
How many species of birds are there?
There's about 10,500 recognized species in the world.
Stricker kept track of his sightings with eBird, an app that taps into an online service used by thousands of birders.
You keep track of the birds that you see, and then you submit your sightings either through the website or through a phone app, which is mostly how I use it now. And that all goes into one big database. You can also look at the data and see what birds have been seen in other places and by who and when.
While the tech may be changing this popular hobby, Stricker fears a bit for the future.
The day that we invent a pair of binoculars that just automatically identifies a bird for you, I think that's going to be the end of birding as we know it.
Just because it's too easy, the thrill of
it's
chasing
all about the challenge of finding birds and identifying them.
After all, instant gratification is not what birding is all about. The fun is in the chase. So, until the apps take over, I'm staying on the hunt.